Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's video we are checking out the Steam store page for Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. That's right guys, the Steam store page is finally live and we've been waiting for Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 for a very long time. I believe Chapter 2 actually came out all the way back in April or May of 2022, so it's been about a year and a half since that released. So it's going to be really cool to finally sort of get the next chapter of this game. I'm expecting it to be quite lengthy because of course, you know, they've been working on it for a long time, and Chapter 2 was already like an hour and a half long or so. And I also will be doing a replay of Chapter 2 to refresh your memories, guys. Of course, we replayed Chapter 1 of Poppy Playtime with the update over the summer. I'll leave a link to that video at the end of this one if you'd like to watch that. But also, we will be playing through Chapter 2 ahead of Chapter 3. I'll probably have that video up for you in the next few days so that we can re-experience the chapter ahead of this new one. But with that said guys, the Steam page has the previous 2 teaser trailers which we have covered on the channel, so I'm not going to cover them in this video, but it also has a selection of new screenshots which we're going to go through one by one and sort of break down and analyze, and it has some new information to boot. So the first thing we see when we go onto the Steam page is of course the thumbnail art, and you can see we have this new enemy which seems to be a cat type enemy hiding in the darkness there, and it says Poppy Playtime 3, and the 3 is written in a really creepy kind of way, like it's been slashed onto the screen there. We know this enemy probably has big claws like a cat would have, so it makes sense that the 3 has been scratched on like that in a kind of bloody, drippy way. It looks pretty cool. It says it's coming in 2023, so there's confirmation guys, it should be coming before Christmas. So probably sometime in the next 6 to 8 weeks we'll get this game, probably more like 6 weeks or so. And then below that we've got like a whole bunch of information about this chapter, so let's read through this quickly. It says, about this content. A decrepit orphanage known as Playcare sits beneath the once magical toy factory. You must make your way through this haunted place, solving new puzzles and avoiding the nightmares that lurk within the dark. Answers lie between the blood-stained bedsheets and screaming echoes, if you can survive. So we're going to get some new answers, new puzzles, new enemies, and it's going to be set in this sort of orphanage setting, which is known as the Playcare, guys. That's some new information there. It says this is Poppy Playtime's biggest and most terrifying chapter yet. More lies ahead than you might expect. So confirmation there that this is going to be a big chapter, probably at least 2 hours I imagine. It says new monsters await, and they're much more than just simple toys. Playcare is Playtime's own massive fantastical orphanage, and you get to explore it. The grab pack gets a new upgrade. So we previously theorized this might be like a hand that springs us about the environment, as we saw in that preview footage from Project Playtime. Covered that in the last video guys, but I think that's probably what we're going to get here, like a hand that can sort of propel us about the environment quickly. Could be fun to use. It says new hands permit new and creative ways to explore. That seems to be confirming that theory. A gas mask is the only way to safely explore through the red smoke that fills the air. So the red smoke, or the sleeping gases I believe it is, but we saw in the previous trailer guys, our theory that we will be wearing the gas mask is correct. We'll be wearing the gas mask shown in the previous teaser to explore these environments without falling victim to the gas that's all around the environment. And then it says answers will finally be revealed. Lies can only stay buried for so long. So we're going to get a lot of lore in this chapter, it seems. A lot of information about the story, where the story's going to be going, answers to our previous questions and theories and speculations on, you know, perhaps who Poppy is. What's been happening to these children exactly? Are their souls trapped within these toys? Is that the grand plan of the Playtime company to try and make living toys with the souls of these children and these orphans? It says there is so much to see, with further details coming very soon. Much awaits you in the chapter ahead. A bit of playtime never hurt anyone, right? Well, unless you're a victim of Huggy or Mommy, I guess, and whatever this new enemy is in the new chapter here, guys. So that's the new information. Very exciting. I really can't wait to explore this chapter, guys. Of course, you will be able to see my full playthrough and lots of videos on the lore and story on the channel as soon as it releases. I'll be covering it here, so stay tuned for that. Now we've read through all of the information contained within the Steam page, let's take a look at the 5 brand new screenshots for Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, and quickly break them down to see what we can find. The first screenshot is set within an eerily lit classroom. This tells us that the Playcare was not only used as a place to experiment on the orphan children under Playtime Co.'s care, but also to educate them. Whether or not these were regular classes is up for debate. As you can see, the windows feature a fake view of the outside world, lit with artificial light and dressed up with cardboard trees and bushes. An idyllic scene if only it was real and not a prop to put the minds of the child prisoners at ease deep within the depths of a nefarious research facility. It's likely these fake views of the outside world were used to calm the nerves of the orphans trapped down here. We see many mangled toys strewn about the place too. Blood pools around the leg of this bronze-themed table. Something very gruesome went down here. On the shelf to the left is a photograph of one of the Playtime orphans, likely someone who met a tragic end. Screenshot 2 takes place in a gloomy and partially destroyed corridor. Toys are hung from the ceiling in a way that harkens back to this creepy scene from Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. Could the same entity who strung these poor playthings up be continuing their reign of terror down here in the depths of a playcare? And is this the work of a mysterious prototype, Experiment 1006? We can see here the wallpaper has been shredded by a large claw. We briefly glimpsed this clawed creature in the teaser trailer for Chapter 3. I'll leave a link to my breakdown of that trailer at the end of this video. On the floor we can see a boxy boo rug, unfolded before a door, leading into the orphan dorm rooms, and this is the location of our next screenshot. The dorm room is where we can assume the children of a factory would sleep each night. After a day of experiments in the game station area seen in Chapter 2, the children would return to the playcare to learn, eat and sleep. We can see that the dorm rooms appear to have had their own play zones too, as evident from the inclusion of the giant building blocks at the far side. We can see evidence of Playtime Co.'s sinister methods when looking to the sheets on the orphan bunk beds. Each one contains a different number printed across it. This is no doubt a way to keep track of each child and their sleeping habits, as well as to make sure all property was linked to the correct test subject. To the Playtime scientists, these children were merely numbers. Many of the beds are left unmade, suggesting that the orphans last here left in a hurry. This may well explain the various scratch marks and gaping holes found across the dorm room. These suggest that something burst through the floor and attacked the orphans within this room. Or maybe this is what the creators want us to assume, and whatever this new toy is in fact a guardian figure. One who fought back against the scientists and rescued the orphans from this dormitory, breaking through the floor and leading them to safety. Only time will tell, so what do you think? The next image is labelled Factory and seems to be set below the playcare. In this dimly lit hallway, we see a line of toy-themed lockers across the wall. As seen from the backpack here, these lockers were used by the orphan children. This suggests that these orphans were taken into the depths of a factory to be experimented on. So could this have been where the sleeping gas previously hinted at in prior trailers was concocted and then tested? A thick mist hangs in the air, making it hard to see too far in front of us. There's no way of knowing what horrors lie in wait in the corridor ahead. Our final screenshot seems to be set within the factory and features a gigantic machine front and center. The machine contains several monitors and a control console. Above these curious mechanisms are 3 giant vials, from which large pipes are attached. It seems this machine was built to mix various chemicals and create the sleeping gas we have seen briefly teased in the previous Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 trailer. A gas administered to the orphans by a mysterious new toy with a cat-like appearance, who hides in the shadows. It seems this control console is used to monitor where the gas is being sent to and in what dosage it is to be administered. Creepy stuff. Above the machine we can see a host of catwalks, many of which are broken, leading to impassable pathways. So it seems we will be once again using the grab pack to quickly zip about this eerie new location. And with that, we've come to the end of this video and a look at the latest information for Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. With the Steam page now live and a promised winter 2023 release date, it seems the wait for Chapter 3 is almost over. And while we have waited a long time, judging from all of this new info, our patience is soon to be rewarded. Of course, I will be covering Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 as soon as it launches with a full playthrough, secrets and story explained videos, and much more. So if you're looking forward to my coverage, remember to subscribe and turn on those notifications. If you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like and comment down below. Let me know how you think Chapter 3 is shaping up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.